Hey. Excuse me. Oh, that was a shitty way to start. Sorry. My apologies. What's up? My name is Mr. Biggiesworth, or Biggie. Most people just call me E. I'm looking for my headphones. Sorry. And I don't know where they are, which is fine. It's really not fine though. Yeah, it's fine. Today we're gonna talk about movies and shit like that. I don't have my headphones, which I'll just. Oh no, here they are. Wait, I found them. Um, but I don't. The camera's being weird. There it goes. Autofocus. Uh, if you're watching this now or maybe later, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. We have a Discord, which I should be in the description. Twitter, you can follow. You can do all that stuff. So, um, I do need to. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everything set up. You should have had it all set up when you started. You're right. I should have, but I didn't, and I apologize. Oh. Okay, so that one's done. Get X out of that. I still don't have the there we go. I still don't have I kind of changed the setup for these streams, so I don't have it all figured out yet. But I fucking we'll figure it out at some point. It keeps telling me the bit rate is too low, but I put it at the bit rate that it said that I'm supposed to be at. So, but anyway, okay. So where do we want to start? It's been like maybe what, a week? It hasn't been a week since we've done one of these, have we? God, I hope not. I'm gonna have to look. Uh, Even if it has. Uh, so what I do over the weekend? I didn't really do shit, to be honest. I watched some TV. Well, which is one of the things I wanted to talk about. I watched first off, like I've been going to the gym. I've been doing my weigh-ins and shit. Over the weekend, I gained like 3 pounds, which it is what it is, and um, been trying to just work out and be healthy and shit. As weird as it sounds, like um, I went like almost a week without going to the gym. I'm cleaning my glasses. If you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing, um, as weird as it sounds, like I kind of fucking miss the gym. You know what I mean? Like I just I don't know. I just missed it. So I went I went like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think what I want to do is I want to do like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Because uh I don't know, like it feels very time consuming, although uh maybe it's not necessarily like it's like an hour, maybe hour and a half if I really like do all the shit I want to do. And I don't know. I, I'm having a good time. Like as weird as it sounds, like I feel like my body kind of misses it in a way. Like I um like if I don't have like a sore muscle or some shit, like I just I don't know. It I don't know how to like verbalize it, I guess. I just have a hard time not going to. It's a weird thing, like because you kind of hate going to the gym and shit, and at some point it kind of switches, and you're like your body misses the physical exertion of going. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. That's the only way I can really. Because like after your body gets used to a certain thing, when you quit doing it, it feels like fucked up or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. So Went to the gym. Uh, no real fucking, no, like, great. Yo, what's up, Lunar? Good afternoon to you, homie. Um, so I watched I watched a little bit of TV over the weekend. I did a mixer stream, which I seen. Side note, for anybody who doesn't know, me and JD are kind of doing like a podcasty kind of thing, like every other week or so. And we just did one on Friday. Oh yeah, so that was the thing. If you haven't watched that, obviously you can go back and watch it. Um, but I seen a tweet from him where he's talking about he's gonna be going to Mixer, which I thought was cool. So I don't know if he's just trying it out. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I just know that he made an account and he's gonna probably, who knows. So hopefully wish him the best of luck on that. So that was really about it for the weekend. Like, I did all my like normal chores. Like, I do all my laundry on the weekends. I don't know, it's just easier. Like, I'm what, but on the subject of streams and shit, like, I know the streams have been kind of like hit and miss. I'm trying to figure out a schedule, right? I'm trying to figure out a schedule where I can still go to the gym, I can still work, my 8, 9 hours, you know what I'm saying? Still have streams. Um, well, it's in video form, Lunar. Oh, oh, you're talking about the mixer stream? Oh, I mean, it's a VOD. I don't know. I never really looked at my VODs. Like, every once in a great while, I'll go back and look at a VOD, like an older one, and I'll be like, oh, people are watching these? Why? But I guess it's so you can kind of know what's going on, I guess. I never really put too much thought into, like, VODs and shit. Um, Not that, like, they get a bunch of views, but um, because it's live streaming, most people want the, like, live connection and shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to figure out a fucking schedule. Um, I don't I don't I just don't I don't want to commit to some shit and then not fucking come through. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to just fucking make them super chill and just go from there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Um, we'll just, I'm still trying to figure everything out. I did do something kind of cool. So with this setup, obviously, like, oh, it's your fucking, it's your bedroom. But for these streams, I am gonna get something halfway cool set up. But I did get like another monitor, so now we can do these kinds of streams, and I can set shit up to where, like, I could pull something up on screen if I needed to, but not use the green screen. And I've kind of been, I'm not coming off the green screen for the mixer streams just quite yet, but I'm contemplating doing that, just getting away from that altogether. Um, like, it's not a for sure thing, but it is something that I'm thinking about, because I don't know. Maybe that shit is just fucking ran its course, and I just don't want to have to do that shit anymore. I don't know. Um, But then again, I might take it down and then try it and not like it and then go right back to, I don't know. Like, this shit's all, basically, I'm taking a long ass time to explain that this shit's like a process for me, and I have to fucking go through it and try different shit and see what I like and see what I don't like, and then go with that. Or, obviously, if somebody left feedback that was like, hey, I like this, I don't like this, or hey, go fuck yourself, or, you know what I mean? Like, just whatever shit we kind of figure out as long as the way we're going. So I'm trying, like, it's just going to be and I know how this is going to play out, because I got 2 more weeks of work, right? And then I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. Well, I know on the vacation weeks, I'm probably going to stream a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, because, I mean, it's not like I'm I'm not going anywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just gonna fucking stream, like sleep in and probably go to the gym a lot. You know what I mean? And um, right. That's the kind of feedback you want. Oh, that was good. That sucked. Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. It's you cover all the bases all in one simple feedback. Anyway, on every YouTube video I do from this point on, somebody's gonna fucking comment. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Anyway, which is fine. I don't care. Um, it would be funny though. Somebody makes a random account that's just go fuck yourself. Puts a thumbs up on everything. Anyway, so I'm trying to work out a fucking schedule that like for one, I know like that whole like, oh, go hard, stream every fucking day, 6 hours a day. No, I don't want to do that. Sounds like some shit you'd say. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. But yeah, like I don't know. I just I want to come up with a schedule, you know what I mean, to where like even if it was every other day, because see, okay, in my brain I'm like, oh, if we do one YouTube stream one day and then you do a mixer stream the next day, technically you're not doing the same thing every day, so it's a lot harder to get burned out, which is kind of true, but it's also setting myself up to stream every single day, and I don't necessarily want to set a schedule like that, and then because when I don't stick to the schedule, I feel like shit. I feel like I let people down, and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like shit. So I want to be, but see, it's like a two-headed or two-sided coin or whatever, or two-headed coin, because like, oh, if you don't set a schedule, then how do people know when? And people are like, I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, because like everybody knows the key to almost anything, if you want to be successful at it, whether it's fucking the gym or whatever, is just consistency. Like doing the same thing, not necessarily doing the same thing, but doing whatever you're doing and do it on a consistent basis, right? Like streaming, fucking gym, go to fucking school, just life shit in general. If you just fucking stay consistent, you'll see success or growth, or I don't know, whatever it is you're trying to. So I want to be consistent, but I don't also want to set the fucking schedule to where I'm like all tired all the time and shit and just grumpy in general. You know what I'm saying? So when I figure that out, and I think it'll be a trial by fire type situation. So, but whenever I fucking figure that shit out, I'll post the schedule. Like I'll try my best to keep up with it, and you um, but like I am having fun with like doing these types of streams, and then like doing the mixer streams. So, um, I don't know. We will, like I said, just keep trucking along and kind of figuring it out as we go. I mean, at least until I die, or or until I don't know, something makes me stop doing this shit. But yeah, so that was Saturday. That was the longest Saturday explanation or catch up. I did laundry. I went to work today. It was pretty uneventful day at work. Like I do need to do something because my phone battery like dies so fast, and I spend a lot of time. I spend most of my time, not most, I'd say more than 50% of my work time on my phone in one shape, like listening to music or listening to something on YouTube or, you know what I mean? So I got to figure out like a better battery situation. And plus, I've dropped it so many times, the screen's like annihilated. Uh, but I do want to like the one problem about the mixer streams is I don't necessarily have a game that I'm super into, so I don't know what I want to do as far as gaming sometimes. So like on a day where I'm like, oh, I should stream on Mixer today, I'm like, but I don't really know what I want to play, so I don't do anything. And that's like a character defect of mine. When I don't know what to do, I just don't do anything. So that's like procrastination on steroids or some shit. But anyway, went to work, pretty fucking uneventful. I think so. For the longest time, I thought two of the like one of the office ladies and one of the like my coworkers or whatever were like having some kind of affair. They probably aren't. It's just they act like they. I don't know, but I noticed like the office manager lady and like one of the salesmen. Um, oh, that's true, Lunar. I don't know what your situation for tomorrow is, but we could probably do that tomorrow. I'd have to like make sure. I don't know if that game got any updates or not. I'm not really sure, but I can update it. That's a really good idea. And for whatever reason, I can't get the. I went to sign up for the. See, I'm back on the gaming again. I I can't do Xbox Game Pass. Not right now, anyway. I can here in a couple weeks, but it might. I'm not going to go into details because it's super boring and kind of stupid on my part. But I basically like kind of like locked myself out of my account because I'm stupid. And so yeah. Tomorrow you have plans. Oh, what are you doing? Probably playing Magic. Nerd. No, it's fine. Uh, but anyway, oh, I did legs yesterday at the gym. Fuck, man, my legs are sore today. I tweeted that earlier today. The problem isn't actual leg day. The problem is after leg day. But anyway, next free day is Friday. Okay. I should be around. I'm probably gonna do a YouTube stream at some point. I'll probably do one Wednesday. How'd I know? Cause I kind of know you, dude. I figured it would be magic related or spending time with your family. I had a 50-50 shot. That's what's up. I always wanted to know like what like when cards aren't used anymore, what the fuck do you guys do with them? Throw them away? Sell them? Anyway, um yeah, see, it keeps telling me this bit rate is too low, but I have it set to the exact setting that they tell me to. Anyway, um oh, office manager cuz I was like I know I was talking about work, but I forgot where I was. I'm pretty sure the office manager lady and the salesman are like I don't know what they're doing, but you can tell they're doing something because they're spending way too much time together, and they normally weren't doing that. But I mean, it doesn't matter because neither one of them are married. But like, I don't know. I don't know how many office relationships actually work out. You know what I mean? Like, I met Jax at work, and we've been together for 12 years. But I just wonder how many people. Well, my parents met at their job way back a long time ago in 1918. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it was like 1980 something. No, yeah, 1980 something. Ooh, which reminds me, like, ooh, cool segue, bro. Okay, not a great segue. I don't know if anybody has seen the trailer for the Wonder Woman 1984. Um, to be honest, out of all the DC movies up until this point, I've liked Wonder Woman the best. Um, I can't exactly tell you why. I just do. Um, well, okay, the first Superman was so if I like Wonder Woman, first Superman. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the Ben Affleck Batman. He's okay. He's good. I don't know. I think Christian Bale fucking ruined that for everybody, pretty much. Not maybe not. Anyway, I like that Wonder Woman jumps to like 84. That's kind of cool. And I mean, the cool thing about I guess her character is they can go back and forth and do movies or whatever in pretty much any time period. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. It looks cool. Like obviously, um, I was a kid of the '80s, so um, like I remember the old what was her name? Linda Carter, uh, Wonder Woman TV show, which obviously by today's standards is not great, but it was good back then. But like it was the fucking '80s. Like it didn't have to be spectacular to be good. But anyway, it that looks really interesting to me. I don't know what they're. I haven't even looked at like what DC movies. I do the Birds of Prey, which is the Harley Quinn, like where she breaks off from Joker. I actually think that'll be better than Suicide Squad. I don't think. Because I was thinking about it today. I think the big issue, like no, nothing against Will Smith, but I don't think they should have cast him for Suicide Squads. It's just my opinion. Um, I don't know. I think he did a good job. I don't know. I just have this weird like gut feeling, or at least my in my opinion, Birds of Prey is going to be better than Suicide Squads. We'll see. I could be wrong, and I'm sure somebody will pop up later and go, "You were wrong," and that's fine, and I'm okay being wrong. Um, I wasn't a real for one. I'm not a huge fan of Aquaman to begin with, but the Aquaman movie was just okay, at least to me. So I don't know. I Well, I guess we'll have to see what the next Superman movie looks like. But I feel like Wonder Woman. And honestly, I should have looked it up and seen. Like obviously, like Superman, Batman movies are probably going to make more money than Wonder Woman movies will. Maybe. Um, I don't know. I'm hoping that the whoever directed the first Wonder Woman is. I guess I could pull it up and look it up real quick. Um, and see if they're making the second Wonder Woman. Yo, Rooks, what's up, man? How are you doing? Good evening, sir. Because it is 10:30 for you already. I guess I'd be like good, not good night, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Um, so I don't know. I feel like I don't I I would think that this next Wonder Woman movie will probably be better than the first one, but I really thought the Batman versus Superman was going to be better than, you know what I mean? So you've been eating so much today. I haven't really eaten too much today. Jax is making like It's like I don't know what it's called. It's like chopped up potatoes with like garlic and mushrooms and shit like that. Like, but she makes it with like coconut oil or some shit, so it's like moderately healthy. Or I guess it is. I don't know. Um, so that's what we're having. Um, so that was the Wonder Woman movie trailer that I seen. There's like, it's not a spoiler because it's in the fucking trailer, but the whole like her riding lightning, or you know what I mean, using the lasso to ride lightning, I think is fucking wicked dope. Um, you had Nando's earlier. Just rub it in about your amazing chicken place that we don't have. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. I won't cry tonight on my pillow thinking about chicken places I can't eat at. No, I'm just, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, Nando's is I don't know. When I look at their, like, it's not like KFC, it's like I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to describe it, to be honest. But like they do like chicken tenders and shit like that. I'd say it's kind of like Popeyes, but I don't it's not like Popeyes. Hey, I got a jacket just like that, except for the buttons are different and it's a different color and it's reversible, but it's exactly the same. Yeah, we do have way more. Way more. Well, you got to think about it. UK has what, like 30 million, 40 million people? The States has like 330 million people. You know what I mean? Like, there's just more of us. There's more people thinking of fucked up shit that you can fry here in the here in the States than there is in UK. You know what I mean? And you guys are an island, so you don't have access to as much land as we do. You know what I'm saying? So all the cattle and all the shit we can grow and raise to slaughter later. You know, visit America. I make this place sound great, don't I? Yeah, we just grow shit to kill it here. Oh shit. I don't. Has anybody seen the Wonder Woman trailer that I'm talking about? The 1984 Wonder Woman? If so, like if you're watching this later, if you have, like, I'm just curious what your thoughts are. Drop a comment or something, or hit me up on YouTube. Or this is YouTube. Why would you hit me up on YouTube if you're already on? Whatever. Hit me up on Twitter. um, and then obviously the other fucking trailer that I seen today was the Ghostbusters. I don't know if its actual title is Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife or Ghostbusters Afterlife 3. No, it has to be Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife. I'm pretty sure that's the title that they're going with. Um, if you're in our Discord, I put the trailer in our. Oh, I should have put the fucking Wonder Woman trailer in there. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm slacking on my pimping. Fuck. Um, you don't watch DC movies that much? I'm gonna tell you. Before you came in chat, Rooks, I of all the DC movies, probably my favorite is the first Wonder Woman movie. It's just my opinion. I thought the first Superman was pretty good. I mean, I liked it, but I think the Wonder Woman movie is actually, you know, fairly decent. I wasn't super into Suicide Squads. It is called Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife. Okay. Which, um, I know it's made by Ivan Reitman's kid, and Ivan Reitman was one of the first people, or was involved in making the first two. So it's kind of cool that it's getting passed off to the like next generation. And I was talking to Rooks in our Discord earlier today, so we're gonna kind of repeat the same conversation that we had, but you weren't there and you may not know. Um, I never saw the like reboot or whatever, like the all female cast. I never watched it. Not uh, not out of like any kind of protest, or I just yeah. But superhero movies are pretty fucking dope. or they can be. They're not always predictable, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know, the action and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know it's part of the Golden Globe conversation that I want to get into. Do you know? And I'm getting off track again, but you should be used to it by now. And if you're new, then you'll get used to it. Did you know fucking Joker, uh, the Todd Phillips Joaquin Phoenix movie? Did you know that motherfucker got like 4 or 5 Golden Globe nominations? Holy shit! For like you could say superhero movie, but Joker really isn't. It doesn't feel like a superhero movie at all. Not to me. But it got like best picture, best actor, best director, fucking like 2 other things that I don't remember. I'm like, holy shit. Like, because that's kind of unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like superhero movies don't get awards unless it's like best score or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, never acting or anything. Um, you need to, Rooks. You need to. You definitely. I can't recommend Joker enough. Um, it's kind of like they decided to make like a serious fucking take on like comic book characters. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I really like it. I know they probably won't make a second one, but I kind of wish that they would. But I kind of have respect for the fact that they're not going to make another. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just really good. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing their take on other shit. Like, if Todd Phillips, oh man, this would fucking make my day. But if Todd Phillips was like, hey, I want to fucking make a Punisher movie, I would be so fucking into that. And even if it wasn't like him killing a shit ton of people. Oh, that's right. He did. No, you're right. I forgot about Heath Ledger playing Joker. But okay, other than that, and he also died. And not to talk shit about what he did, like his performance is fucking amazing. No one's arguing that, but he fucking died. Maybe that had a little bit to do with it. Yeah, I know. That's the problem, Rooks, is they made such a great fucking movie. The first Joker is such a great fucking movie that I feel like if they tried to like make another one, um I don't know. I It's kind of like it okay, so it's not a perfect movie, right? By any stretch of the imagination. It's not perfect. It's not like shot for shot, line for line perfect movie. But it's really great, right? So it'd be like if in baseball you pitched what's that shit called, like a shutout where nobody hits and like you just strike everybody out, and then like you decided to fucking play another game. You know what I mean? You're like, you should just go home because you kicked ass. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think it made enough money. I think it beat Deadpool for like the number one R-rated movie. Um, so like the problem is once the money people get involved and like it makes too much money, and then they're like, and like we've talked about this before, everybody's got a price. So Todd Phillips, like, how much money will it take? Joaquin, how much money will it take? You know what I'm saying? Uh, Fuck, like it's not out of the realm of impossibility that you'll see another Joker movie. I just think it'll be highly unlikely, but who knows? I don't know shit. I'm a random fucking dude living in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I obviously I don't have shit figured out. um. Oh, Ghostbusters, because we got off on the Joker or whatever. Excuse me. Um. So Ivan Reitman was one of the guys that made the first two. His kid is making this one. I like the um because when you watch the trailer, you can see hints of the first two. Uh, I like. Okay, so this is just my like um um this is just my opinion. Let's just put it at that. I don't think you'll ever get Bill Murray to do another Ghostbusters movie, right? This is why I think you'll never see that happen. Now this leads into my like longer, just stick with me, okay? I don't think you'll see Bill Murray do another Ghostbusters movie. This is why. Um so way back in the day, obviously him and Harold Ramis were friends. They did Stripes, they did Ghostbusters, um they've done a couple other things together, right? Um well there you go, booty eater. You're probably on the wrong website then. You should be on Pornhub right now. Um, all the time. You should have porn rub would be even better for you. But you should have Pornhub on at all times. Um, no, I think you just got to give them time to like set the story up. Because I wouldn't be surprised. So obviously, that one kid is Egon's kid, which Egon is Harold Ramis, the actor or whatever. So, Bill Murray. You'll never see Bill Murray because him and Harold Ramis were friends. They had a falling out or whatever over something nobody really knows, and then right before Harold Ramis died, supposedly him and Bill Murray kind of worked shit out. I don't think, like I said, I don't think because of that shit. I don't think you'll see Bill Murray do a Ghostbusters movie. Dan Aykroyd already said that he wants to do one. Ernie Hudson wants to do it as well. But Harold Ramis is dead. Bill Murray doesn't. I don't think he wants to do it. And with two of them, you can't do a Ghostbusters movie. Um, so I personally like. I think it's time to fucking like hand it on. This is the part that me and Rooks were talking about in the Discord. Um, yeah, the guy who played Egon, his name was Harold Ramis. He died, I think, of cancer. Or maybe not. Maybe it was a heart attack. Like no one like shot him to death, or you know what I mean. Like he was like in his 60s or whatever, and natural causes kind of thing. Um, um. So yeah, no Bill Murray. You can't do it with the two. I think it's time to hand it off on to other another generation. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like what they're doing with Star Wars. It's kind of like one chapter ends, but the story's still going to keep going. Um, yeah, you can't do a Ghostbusters movie without Bill and Murray. Like, in my opinion, of that storyline. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think they did the smart thing, which was pass it on to the next generation, and then like let the shit go forward from here. Um, yeah. Now, will you see? I would not be shocked to see like a Dan Aykroyd or both Ernie Hudson show up at some point as cameos. When I looked it up on IMDb, Aykroyd does get a writing credit, but I think you get a writing credit anytime your shit is used, like characters that you, story that you wrote initially. So like, I don't think he had a hand in writing this one, but I could be wrong. Maybe he did, but I didn't see his name under producer or anything else. So, but I wouldn't be surprised to see either of those two. I like the idea of, and I'm sure they'll do a whole backstory on like Egon, his family, um, Wait. I can't remember. In the second Ghostbusters, didn't Egon and the secretary kind of have a thing going on? Maybe? That It's been forever since I've seen the second Ghostbusters, but I feel like that's a thing. And maybe they'll tie it in that way. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't look at the actress playing the mom. I don't think that's Annie Potts though. But anyway, I I my thing in Discord is I think it's time to let the old Ghostbusters storyline go. It's time to fucking get new people and take the story on for like the next generation. Do you see what I'm saying? So I it was a secretary in Lewis. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right, Rooks. I'm sorry. Well, then Egon apparently, it's not that hard in storytelling to just like have a character go off and you know what I mean? Especially if I think what they're going to do is like the Ghostbusters disbanded, but Egon, because you remember in the original Ghostbusters, Egon was like the main guy. Yeah, the nerdy guy. Yeah. He's like the main like scientific brain behind everything. So if the Ghostbusters do split up, it's not like too far fetched of an idea that he kept going in his research and doing shit. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm sure they will um they will touch on old shit. They will wrap up Egon was your favorite. Aw. Well, there can't be any more Egon, so unfortunately. Huh. Um I like that just on a random note, I do like the idea that the dude came in, had the name Booty Eater and wanted to talk about porn. It's fucking consistent. He's staying consistent. I like it. Um anyway, I love people. I think something that me and Rooks were talking about in the Discord. I think Paul Rudd was a great fucking choice. I think everything that dude does is pretty fucking funny. He just seems like one of those people that's pretty funny all the time. Do you see what I'm saying? So, um, and then they got the kid from uh, Stranger Things, and it's kind of good to see though all of them. Um, it's kind of good to see all of them like do other shit. I think those kid actors are really fucking good, like good actors. So like the Millie, what's her name, Millie Bobby Brown or Millie Brown or something like that. She was in the last Godzilla movie, which I thought was cool. I think she's in the next Godzilla movie too. Um, I don't know. That's a whole different topic. Um, I do need to bring up all the golden because one of the things I want to talk about is the Golden Globe nominations. One of the things I did notice, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a movie called Us. Wonder if Sigourney will make a cameo. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I really may wait. What was cuz they had a kid in the second one. Bill Murray's character, Peter Venkman, and Sigourney's character, they had a kid, didn't they? Or she had a kid. I don't fucking remember. Yeah, I need to go back and watch Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I just haven't seen them in fucking forever. But they would have had a kid in the 80s. Like that would have been the eight. Like that kid would have been like fucking 30 years old by now. Um. Oh, and then no, because then I'm trying to figure out the timeline, but it doesn't make sense. Because whoever those kids are, they're like teenagers. They would have been born. I don't know. I'm sure the movie will fucking figure it out. Yeah, someone else's. I mean, that one girl you can tell obviously is Egon's kid. Like you can just tell that's exactly what they're going for. The round glasses with the like up, and she has like curly hair. You know what I mean? Like you could tell that's Egon's fucking kid. Anyway, oh, I started talking about. So there's this movie called Us. If you have not seen it, is it technically horror? Um, Maybe. I personally, I personally consider it more suspense. Um, but that's me. Some people might consider it horror because some people die in it. It's not your typical. It's made by the same dude. The Key and Peele, Jordan Peele. He made it. But anyway, like I'm off. The chick. I have to look up her name, and I'm pretty sure I can't pronounce it, even if I read it. Um, I really thought that she would get like a Golden Globe nomination. Yeah, Us is very like you have to pay attention in the beginning. If you like showed up like 5 minutes late to that movie, I don't think you would understand anything. See, I don't. But that's just me. I don't consider it horror. But that you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me. I want to pull up the Golden Globe who got nominated for what? Because there was like three or four things that I was like, holy shit. Uh, Obviously, The Lion King got a bunch of shit. He did make a movie called A Way Out. Absolutely. That one, again, uh, you could make the argument that that is suspense, but because of how it ends, I, I, I could get in a car with you and believe it's a horror movie. But Us, the movie that's called Us, like I feel like that's suspense. Although it has a fucked up ending and it has some fucked up like horror aspect. I can't co-sign that that's 100%. Uh, okay, so I'm trying to pull up the nominations right now. Um, okay, so okay, this doesn't help me. Can't find just a list. Yeah, A Way Out is a very good movie. Very fucking good. I'm having a hard time fucking finding the. There should be just like nomination list. Oh, let's click that and see if that helps. Full list of nominees. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Uh, for um, one of the movies I wanted to fucking talk about is shit. Did I don't know if the stream. Yo, what's up, Wastelander? How's it going, man? I don't know if the stream just lagged for you. If it did, I apologize. How are you doing, Wastelander? Um, so that movie. Okay, so here's best picture: The Irishman, Marriage Story, Joker, The Two Popes. I've never seen The Two Popes, and 1917. Oh shit, 1917, which is which isn't even out yet, but the fucking trailers looks amazing. Slightly? What do you mean? Uh, okay, best actress in a motion picture drama. I don't know who that is. Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. Charlize Theron for Bombshell. Yeah, and then some other people. Um, I should have set it up to where we could. Oh, you're doing good. That's awesome. We were just talking about Golden Globes and shit. I did fucking watch A Marriage Story over the weekend. It's on fucking Netflix. Uh, holy fucking shit. I couldn't figure it out for until I seen something somebody said on Twitter. Um, the way that movie shot, it's like shot like a fucking play in some scenes, like just how they fucking like uh yeah, it's because I had too many fucking windows open. I'm sorry for the lag. Um, you can't have that many windows open on this computer. But if you you don't even have to ever be married to appreciate this movie. If you've ever been in a relationship with another human being, um and if it's ended badly, even if it hasn't ended badly, um uh yeah. Sorry, the camera's there you go. You're talking about Uncut Gems, Rooks, the Adam Sandler movie. That movie looks dope. Any movie that if you see the A24 at the beginning of a movie, if you see that shit, um it's going to be a good movie. Those people make great fucking movies. I've never seen one of their movies that I thought, "Oh, this is complete fucking garbage." Um yeah, go away Baton. Fucking love that movie. Um shit, I lost. Oh, so A Marriage Story. You guys easily distract me. They're they're enjoying your new wifey. Well, hopefully it never ends badly. Not like it does in the movie for Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. I hold on. What? Who does Adam Driver's competition? Uh, okay. So best actor in a motion picture drama: Christian Bale for Ford versus Ferrari. Fuck. Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix, Jonathan Pryce for The Two Popes. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh, fucking Antonio Banderas for some other shit that I've never heard of. Honestly, I haven't seen Ford versus Ferrari, but I want to before it's out of theaters. I feel like it's probably gonna either be Adam Driver or um, Adam Driver or Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know. Uh, like just on A Marriage Story, I've fucking been through a divorce, and honestly, in the movie, uh, their divorce is it gets kind of bad, but it doesn't like go full bad, like it does in some divorces. Mine wasn't like full bad, like because for one, I didn't really fight. I didn't really, you know what I'm saying. I just kind of just went and was like whatever. Um, because she told me in the beginning like I'm gonna fight you for everything, and I was just like, no, you're not, because I don't care. You can just have everything. You know what I mean? Like, as stupid as it sounds, I never understand the dudes that like kill their wife. Like, it's just stuff. You can get more stuff. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, Adam Driver is Kylo Ren. Yes, yes, he is. He's kind of an odd looking dude. Fucking tremendous looking fucking or tremendous fucking actor though. Um, so I don't know if it's kind of funny some of the arguments that they get into in the movie, and this is the one right, kind of not necessarily spoilers. They're having an argument, and she is like, she brings up the fact that he's like unfaithful right, during the marriage. And he's like arguing back with her. And he says, you wouldn't have sex with me for a year. And then you're upset because I went and had sex with someone else. And this is the part that fucked me up. He said, you shouldn't be mad that I went and fucked somebody else. He said, you should be mad that I went and had a laugh with somebody else. And I was like, oh, fuck. Because as weird as it sounds, like, I kind of understand that because, yeah, like, you go and fuck somebody, if it's just fucking, like, obviously, like, I don't want Jax to fuck nobody else. I'm not going to go, like, ain't nobody else going to fuck me. So, I mean, but that's beside the point. I still wouldn't do that to her. You know what I mean? But the fucking point of, like, going and, like, having an emotional connection to somebody else and, like, laughing with them and, like, connecting with them is as fucked as it sounds. Like, it's almost worse than if you would have just went and hooked up with some random, you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds crazy, but when he said that, like, I was like, I totally understand what you're fucking saying. And she didn't really respond to that. Like, she didn't really say, she was more, but anyway, it's a really good fucking movie. I know it says Scarlett Johansson's nominated for, but I don't think she'll win. To be honest, who else is there? Um, yeah, the reason I brought up the movie Us, what is that chick's name? I don't know what her name is, but the lead actress in Us should have got nominated. I don't know what, other than Scarlett Johansson, these other people, I've never seen the shit that they're talking about, so I don't know if they deserve it or not. But I feel like if you've seen that movie Us, it's creepy, it's weird. Uh, like I said, I feel like it's a suspense movie, not a fucking horror movie. But her acting, because basically she has to play, well, I fucking can't, I don't want to ruin it. Fuck. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. I don't know if it's been out 6 months, because I usually say after 6 months, if you ain't seen it, you probably ain't gonna see it. Um, I don't know. I feel like she should have won, or not won, but at least got a fucking nomination. Um, so best motion picture, musical or comedy. Dolomite Is My Name, which I hear really good shit. Okay, so uh, Jojo Rabbit. I don't know if anybody. Oh shit! Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Um, her name is Lupita. Yeah, I knew it was some shit I couldn't pronounce. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I probably just butchered her first name. So, I mean, honestly, her performance pretty much, it doesn't carry that movie. It kind of does. Um, I don't know. It's definitely worth seeing. I think she should have got nominated. Honestly, if she would, she probably would have won. Um, oh, Jojo Rabbit, which I don't think is out yet. I think it comes out like right around Christmas. Maybe it is out. I'd have to look. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Black Widow. I didn't even ask because we were talking about Wonder Woman earlier. You guys see the new trailer for Black Widow, right? It's kind of like her origin story, kinda. It's what it looks like. Home Alone 3. How dare you? Home Alone 3 doesn't even exist. No, I'm kidding. I just like the first two. The third one, like, they replaced the kid. Like, I don't know. Oh, is it Lie? Lie? I'm not even going to try Wastelander. I'm going to tell you go to IMDb, look up the movie Us, and then you'll see who I'm talking about. That's the best I can do. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see it. It's in the Marvel, or MCU. I actually like Home Alone, the first one, better. Two feels like a money grab to me. I don't know. I just really like, for one, like just the backstory on that, on Home Alone. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so we're gonna John off a little bit. So like they were making Home Alone, right? That's a John Hughes movie. John Hughes is huge in the '80s, right? For writing, directing, he made some of the most iconic movie in the '80s, like Uncle Buck, 16 fucking Candles, Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, shit like that, right? He's huge. He I think he writes Home Alone, I think, right? And he's producing it, but he's having somebody else direct it, which is fine. They go to the studio, they get the money. The studio says, nobody wants a fucking kids Christmas movie, but we'll give you the money because you're John fucking Hughes and you make. He says I can make it for. I think he said $10 million. They said fine. If it goes over $10 million, we're gonna have issues. He says fine. They start fucking making the movie. It goes over money. Uh, it goes over the $10 million by like $3 or $4 million, and you're thinking, oh fuck, they make a fucking movie now for like $1 billion. Well, this is the '80s or whatever. I think late '80s, early '90s, whenever Home Alone comes out, and so the studio says, well, fuck this. We're shutting everything down. You guys aren't going to get to finish. He goes to another studio the same weekend that the first studio is like firing everybody. He gets the second studio to sign on, and comes back, and so they're making the first Home Alone, uh, and everybody was like mid packing up all their shit to leave and go home, and he comes back, and so they get the money. They're making Home Alone, and like John Candy's in that movie, and John Candy and John Hughes are friends and shit, and like obviously John Candy has a cameo in that movie, and and uh John Hughes tells John Candy, because they're friends, they're like good friends, hey, it's just a few hours, it's no big deal. And John Candy was there for like more than 24 hours, like awake and filming, for his like cameos in the fucking movie. I don't know, I just find that shit interesting. Like I like behind the scenes shit. I'm a lot of times I'm more interested than that sometimes than the shit that's going on camera. But anyway, um fuck, where was I? I got off on oh, Jojo Rabbit. So I've watched the trailer a couple times, and from what I fucking understand about this movie, it's a movie about a kid who has an imaginary friend, and his imaginary friend is fucking Hitler. That's all I fucking get. But I'm interested in it because it seems weird and kind of like the kind of movie I would like, but I don't know. It just seems weird that his imaginary friend is Hitler. Um, okay, so best actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. I don't recognize any of these people. Oh, Emma Thompson for Late Night. That's cool. Best actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Daniel Craig for Knives Out. Oh, Leonardo Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's a really good movie. Best motion picture animated. Frozen 2, How to Train Your Dragon. How many How to Train Your Dragons are there? Oh, Lion King will probably win. Oh shit, Lion King and holy fuck. Disney has 3 different movies. Frozen 2, Lion King, and Toy Story 4. They got a really good shot. Um Best motion picture in a foreign language. I don't recognize any of those. Uh, Margot Robbie. Oh, Bombshell. Bombshell's that Fox. Uh, which movie looks good? I'm sorry, Wastelander. I'm sorry, did I miss something? I was looking at something else. But Jennifer Lopez got one for that movie Hustlers about the strippers. Best director. Yep. Todd Phillips got one for Joker. Scorsese, Tarantino, and Sam Mendes for 1917. Uh, oh, that's the other one. Original score. Joker. So Joker got nominated like 5 times, 5 or 6 times. Oh, the Hitler one? Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know. It's just called Jojo Rabbit. Like, I don't know anything other than what I seen. I seen like a 30-second trailer. And I'm like, why do they have Hitler talking to a little kid? And then it dawns on me, oh, that's his imaginary friend. Monopoly, right? Um, best television series drama. Big Little Lies for HBO, The Crown for Netflix, Killing Eve for the BBC, The Morning Show for Apple TV, and Succession for HBO. What? What? Nothing even remotely good. I know. Disney's pretty much got that shit wrapped up. I don't. Oh, Kit Harrington for Game of Thrones got best actor for a television series. Oh fuck. Yo, in best television series for musical or comedy, the Kaminsky Method. I wonder if they do a Killing E. No, is that one of them? Oh, Killing Eve. Eve, like Christmas Eve, or Eve, that crazy chick that lives down the hall. You know what I mean? We need a V for Vendetta too. Pretty sure he dies in the first one. Oh, bro, spoilers. Well, that fucking movie was made 10 years ago. So you can chill with your fucking spoiler bullshit. Yo, Chaotic. What is up, Chaotic? We're talking about movies, Golden Globe noms and shit and stuffs. Tell me about your day, Chaotic. What's going on? No, no, no. It's Killing Eve. There's a bunch of TV shows. Didn't Game of Thrones end this year? I don't know. There's a bunch of TV shows and actors and shit that I feel like should have got nominations but didn't. Obviously, that one chick. How do you say her name again? The yeah, I can't. I can't. Lupita, the chick from Us. Right. I'm pretty sure like Netflix like pretty much killed the fucking game, but they also produce a lot of different shit. Ooh, sleepy. Yeah. I mean, uh Yeah, Dinklage probably should have got a nod. The guy who played Jamie Lancaster. Wait, it did end this year, right? Game of Thrones ended this year, I thought. I'll be honest. DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, fucking will probably win. Um, in his category. Uh, and like I said, Laura Dern is in. No directors, no directing women. Let's see, directors. Hold on, let me try and find it. I should have set it up to where we can see all this shit together, but I didn't. I didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to get the other. Okay, so best directors in a motion picture. I'm pretty sure this guy's Korean. Bong Joon Ho. Sam Mendes for 1917, which isn't even out yet. Todd Phillips for Joker, which is who I hope wins. Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And if Todd Phillips doesn't win, I want Quentin Tarantino to win. Oh, really? I seen something on Twitter about that, Rooks, but I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Because all the stormtroopers were at Risky Reel or whatever. He's talking about Fortnite. And they were all like standing in front of the movie screen, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? What is that? I didn't understand. That's interesting. I like when they do like cross promotion like that. I don't even like Fortnite, but I think that's kind of fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like cross promotion, different companies working together. So yeah, there's no female directors nominated. But I mean, the Academy Awards are be coming up soon. Uh, I bet you for the Academy Awards there'll be a female director nominated. I wouldn't be surprised. On the 14th. What's today's date? Today's like the 9th, right? Yeah, today's the 9th. So Tuesday, Wednesday. So Friday. Yeah, I mean I haven't played Fortnite in probably like a year. I still think it's cool when they do cross promotions like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's pretty much all the Golden Globe shit. Has anybody seen Knives Out yet? I've seen some people like loved it on Twitter, some people hated it, but that's pretty much everything. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It doesn't show Margot. Oh, Margot Robbie got one for Bombshell, but she didn't get one for Once Upon a Time in the West. Oh, so it'd be Saturday. Oh, so that means December Friday the 13th. Ah. See, listen. If you were Mad Men fans, you would understand that reference. December 13th, 1963, 64, something like that. You would get the reference. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think Netflix might have got more as like a company, might have got more than anybody else. Shit, like in Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Pesci and Al Pacino both got it for The Irishman. Ooh, I don't know. Is everybody in chat caught up on Mandalorian. I am caught up. I usually watch the Friday episode at work on Friday. So I'm because for one, it's the fucking internet, and if I don't watch it, somebody will say something. You're done with season 2 of what? Oh, Mad Men? No, the reference I'm making is season 3 reference. And I don't if you're not to season 3, I don't want to spoil it for you. But when I say December 13th, 19 I think it's 1963, it's a line in the show, you'll be like, "Oh, that's the line Biggie was talking about." Hey, how are you only through 2 seasons? I watched like 7 seasons of Vikings or whatever. Yeah, definitely chaotic. All I'll say about Mandalorian is, holy fucking shit, how good that show is. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Rooks won't even have access to Disney until next year. Yeah, I don't. All I'm gonna say, like, obviously, like, if you're on social media, you know about the whole Baby Yoda thing. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's no way you don't know if you're on the internet at all. Like, if you're in a cabin in Montana, you know what I mean, and you grow your own food, you probably don't know. But if you're on the fucking internet at all, you have less TV time. I've been trying to like just stay caught up on shit at work. Like if I get time, I just watch shit there. Yeah, that's Rooks's problem. Chaotic. He doesn't have access to it yet. It yes, like I don't know. I maybe I just went in I with managed expectations. I did not envision that it was going to be as good as it is, if that makes sense. The pacing and shit is really good. Um, there's a fair amount of action, uh, but they're also like developing the story, so it's not action all the time. Like it's very well paced. So um, I don't know. I have my own like theories and shit. You know what I'm saying? I would never condone, but I totally understand what you're saying, Rooks. Sometimes in life you just got to do what you got to do, and that's how that works. um. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't show me. Okay. I was trying to see what time it was. But like I've said this before, the problem with Disney Plus is they're just not making enough new shit for me. So if they're smart, this will end and lead into something else, whether it's Marvel or other Star Wars or. But I don't think it's going to lead into like Obi-Wan because they've already said Obi-Wan's not even coming out till 2020. So and something like just on a random note, I know Stranger Things season 4 is not even coming out till 2021. So I don't know. There's enough shit that keeps everybody fucking hey, I mean, I get it. I get it, Rooks. I would probably be in the same predicament if it wasn't already available here. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you don't want to necessarily do that shit, but you you know, I don't know. People been pirating shit since like Napster or before then probably. I mean, as a corporation, Disney can't be that stupid to think that their shit yeah, your issues though are uh what's the word? Like I understand your issues. I kind of overlook that shit though. Like I'm like I cut Star Wars probably too much slack sometimes. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, and but you know, Disney is definitely not the company that you want to fuck with. You know what I mean? From what I understand, because they will fucking sue everybody involved into oblivion. But as a corporation, I can't be stupid enough to think that, oh, these people over here can't fucking watch it. Like, oh, they won't figure out a way to fucking watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can't. I was gonna say we could do that shit. I bet you if you went on what is it, Rabbit TV or whatever, where we could like share something and like I bet you somebody is fucking currently got Mandalorian episodes on there. Fucking Lunar, I love you. Lunar said my issue with pirating is that I usually run out of rum before I run out of Coca Cola. Well, I mean, to be honest, pretty sure pirates didn't use Coca Cola. Yeah. I don't know what all that means, chaotic. I assume that means you better cover your fucking ass when it comes to fucking with Disney. Oh. Well, we got through all the Golden Globe shit. Is there anything that anybody noticed about the Globe? I don't know if anybody even cares about shit like that. I used to be super into movies and shit. Like I used to like memorize like actors, directors, producers, like all that shit. I don't do that as much anymore. But I am curious about like awards and shit. Like I was talking about earlier, I think it's cool that Joker got the nominations that it did for quote unquote a superhero movie. I think it's super super cool. And I'm always really interested too in the movies that get nominations before they're even out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't even necessarily watch. Uh, I used to watch like this makes me sound like very contradictory life because everybody knows like when I was a teenager I was a piece of shit and uh like I ended up getting arrested and fucking like going to prison and shit. Even in prison, I still fucking watch the Oscars because for one, like what the fuck else am I gonna do? But before then, like I worked at a video store, um, but like I watched the like I for whatever reason I was like, oh, I work in a fucking video store in Indiana. It's important for me to know who won the fucking Oscar for Best Picture in 1990. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always fascinated by that shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I like will I watch like no, but I'll watch the like YouTube recap, which I really like. I I on a different subject, but kind of on the same note. I stopped watching football games, but I will go watch the fucking recap of like if there was a certain game I wanted to watch. I'll just go back and watch the recap that the NFL does. They put out like after the game, they'll put out like a 15-20 minute video, which is basically like all the important plays of the game. And I can watch a whole game instead of like 3.5 hours. I can fucking watch it in like 20 minutes. No. So where I was, well, the first place I was at, in the like day room, which everybody had cells. You know what I mean? And then you would go into like the day room, which was just a big ass common area. There was one TV. So, which, um, kind of leads to its own like power dynamic. Uh, in some of the, like in some of the like dorms, people would fight. Yeah, the Patriots did lose. They got some rough calls that went against them though. Um, some bullshit that probably if they would have went their way, um, they probably would have won that game. But on the TV, like uh, I was in certain like I guess you'd call them dorms, blocks, whatever, where everybody agreed on what the TV. It was more like democratic, and then I was in uh some that like a group would just be like, we're fucking running the TV. You know what I mean? Um, I in those situations, I didn't necessarily give a shit about TV. I was way more into reading books and shit. Oh, you fucking nerd. Yeah. I did watch TV, and then once I got moved, um, to another facility, you could buy your own TV, and then once I got there, I mean, uh, all right, Rooks, thanks for hanging out, man. I super appreciate you. Super appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Um, so for me, I don't know. What once I got downstate or whatever, I watched a shit ton of TV. This was also the time that like South Park came out. So whatever year South Park came out, that's when I got downstate and like we were watching South Park, and which fucking blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? That shit was on TV. So yeah, I mean, I and two, I was never um part of a group or anything. I pretty much ran independent. So I never was like in a group that was in a block or whatever that ran the TV and shit. Like, um, I don't know. Like, that just wasn't my thing. Um, TV was just another fucking thing that motherfuckers would get in a fight about. And I just didn't give a shit enough about it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, like, I was 19, 20 years old, and the place is filled with 19 and 20. You know what I mean? Like, so even when I was in areas where people were, like a certain group was running the fucking TV, they were all like 20-year-olds, and they were all watching the shit that I would have been watching anyway. So I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? The dudes that are like 40 and doing time were the ones that were shitty. Does that make sense? So I didn't give a fuck. Like, oh, they're gonna watch MTV, and I don't even remember all the stupid shit that was on at the time. You know what I mean? The old guys or whatever would be mad because they couldn't watch Jeopardy, or I don't fucking know. You know what? Whatever the fuck they wanted. The one time that it got into a major fucking thing is all the young dudes wanted to watch like MTV and like listen to hip hop and shit, and there was enough fucking dudes that wanted to watch country and listen to country, and it was like almost like, you know how, not really, but it was almost like, you know how this generation, um like the okay boomer kind of thing. um well, back then there wasn't millennials yet, and there wasn't or I guess they millennials would have been like babies and shit. So, and there wasn't Gen Zers yet, so it was Gen Xers and what would have been boomers. And so like all the boomers wanted to fucking watch country shit. You know what I mean? Which, you know, if you like country, cool. Like it's not for me. Uh, but we all wanted to watch like hip hop and shit on MTV, and there was a big fucking clash over the fucking TV, and which ultimately ended up in. So they put the fucking TV up really fucking high, right? Um, like really, really high. Like, I don't know, it's more than 10 feet in the air, and it's so they nobody could fuck with it, right? Well, I don't think that they fucking thought about that there would be tall people in there. Do you see what I'm saying? So, um, like there was a time where I forget the circumstances, but they were like running the TV, the like country hill, we call them hillbillies or whatever. So like the hillbillies were running the TV, and they had hidden the remote, and that was the only way that you could fuck with the TV. And I was like, fuck this. So I fucking went over there and stood like right under it, and my friend ended up like, you know how you do that military thing where you like lean up against the wall and then they fucking climb up on you, and he stood on my shoulders and he fucking unplugged the TV. And I was like, fuck it. If we're not gonna watch our shit, which ended up being a huge, like, that was a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody ended up in that block getting locked down for 30 days. Like, anyway, so long story short, like, I did, other than that, that's probably the only time that there was like a situation over the TV, at least for me. Um, I heard about other people like fighting each other and all that shit over TV shit. I don't know. As weird as it sounds, um, there, for one, like if you go without a thing long enough, you don't you don't remember what it's. I mean, you do remember what it's like, but you don't really miss it. So like if you went and lived out in the woods after like 30 days, you wouldn't even think about TV anymore. You just wouldn't. Like you might be like, "Oh man, I remember watching TV, but now I don't." And that's okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. When I was downstate, I had enough shit to do. Like gym time, uh reading, plus I had a job, but that didn't take me too long. Um and some dudes, like if they're in school, if they're in college or whatever, that's a good chunk of their day. So like we did watch TV like at the end of the night, but I don't know. So I watched a fair amount, but that wasn't like my whole day. It's not like it's not like we woke up from the, for well, whenever like morning count would be, that'd be wake up time. So I don't even remember. I used to remember count, because there'd be like 5 or 6 counts a day. Uh, but whatever morning count would be, you would get up and start your day. But it's not like we just sat down and fucking watched TV the whole time. Spent a lot of time. Oh yeah, yeah. Like that's like, um, it's kind of like the same thing with your phone. Like if you leave your phone at home, the first like hour, you're like, "Fuck my phone, fuck my," you like reach for your phone and you're like, "Oh." But by the end of the day, you like get home and you see your phone, and it's got the blinking light because everybody's fucking texting you all day. Like, where the fuck are you? You know what I mean? But by the time you get home, you're like, "Oh yeah, my phone. I fucking forgot all about it." You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing. I don't know. It's not. I I spent a shit ton of time reading. That was my, um because like you pretty much use whatever you can to like escape mentally, because obviously, or you could try and escape physically, but good luck with that. Um, so like TV is an escape, but reading to me was way better than watching TV. Um, because reading like story, you know what I mean? It just takes you more in depth. I don't know. And maybe it's just me, but for me, like I could read whatever the fuck I wanted about anything I fucking wanted, and as long as I had the book, obviously. But if I wanted to read like Catcher in the Rye, I fucking could. Like, do you see? Also, um, I I'm like slightly, kind of artistic. Like I can kind of draw. Not super great. Like I can't like. I'm not a fucking artist, so one of my like hustles was, when you send You're anybody now they everything's done by like email and shit. So uh, my hustle would probably take a huge hit. But back then, everybody wrote letters because that's mail, and so dudes would pay to have like if they were writing their mom, you know what I'm saying? Uh, they would pay me very minimal thing to like if she like roses, I'd fucking draw a rose, you know, with like pencil, sometimes pen, and color pencils and shit like that. And so when they send it out, do you see what I'm saying? Or um, for a while I was making like birthday cards and shit like that. Um, and like I said, it wasn't a lot. I didn't make a lot, but I made enough to basically feed myself, extra food, and like buy shampoo and shit like that. So it wasn't like I had like thousands of dollars on my fucking books. But like I definitely had enough shit in my locker that if I didn't want to go to any chow for probably a week, I probably could. You know what I'm saying? But I still went to chow because fuck that. That's free food. That's food I didn't have to pay for. So, so you figure like, and maybe I didn't draw every day. It felt like I drew every day, but time to draw, read, go to the gym, um, fuck around, like maybe play a couple games of chess or some cards. You know what I'm saying? And then fuck by the like as stupid as it fucking sounds, there'd be nights I'd be laying in my bunk, right? And I'd be talking to my cellie. His name was Bob. And I'd be like, you know, Bob, sometimes, man, I feel like 24 hours is just not enough time in the day to get all the shit done I need to get done. And this is fucking prison. Like, all we got is time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Not every day is like that. You know what I'm saying? But there were definitely times that I was just like, fuck, I didn't get all the shit I wanted to get done today. But, you know, so, like, I don't know. And then there's always shit going on. Like, people are beefing with other people or, like, and, like, um, it's super gossipy, but it's not gossip. Well, it is because you're talking you're talking about other people, but it's all information. So information is exchanging all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Sometimes about people you know, sometimes about people you don't know, about people that you may run into, you may not run into. Um, shit, people are transferring out your dorm or you're out um your block or whatever. So I don't know. Um, but see, there's a huge difference between doing that kind of time and doing like jail time. Um, no, it wasn't privatized. It was ran by the state of Indiana. Um, and they didn't do forced labor. So this is how they ran it. When you very first get downstate, they say, hey, you have two options. Option A, you don't do a job, you don't want to work, you don't want to do anything. Cool. We're going to put you over here in this block, but you're going to be locked down 23 hours a day with another motherfucker. And you're going to spend 23 hours a day in there, and we're going to let you out for 1 hour a day. The other 23, you'll be in with that motherfucker, and that's how it's going to be. And if you don't want to work, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. And obviously they let you out for chow, but there's like 1 hour of like what they call rec time. I was like, fuck this. I'm not fucking working for anybody. This is fucking prison. You guys can go fuck yourself. And that's great and all. But they don't let you pick who you're fucking in there with for 23. They just put you in with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we did not get along at all. And not that we got into like we never got into any like physical altercations, but we definitely like had a couple words and like um I don't know. I was like, fuck this. I'm getting a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? That it only took like 2 weeks of just sitting there, even though I could read. Um, I don't know. And I heard about one of the dorms needing a detail guy, which means a guy that basically like cleaned. And I was like, I don't fucking like cleaning, but I sure the fuck don't like being in this fucking room with this motherfucker for 23 hours a day. So I applied. The fucking lieutenant of that fucking dorm gave me the job, and I fucking transferred from that dorm to the other dorm. And every day I woke up at like the early morning count, because there was like a 5:30 count, and then I think there was like a 9 a.m. count, some shit like that. So I would wake up at like 5:30, and I would go down, and the lieutenant or sergeant or whoever was running the dorm for the day would say, uh, because there'd be like two or three detail guys. I'd go down, and he'd say, you know, uh, oh, you're responsible for this. So like one time I might be responsible for one of the bathrooms. There's like four bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes like two of them, or sometimes it'd be like sweeping mop floors, or you know what I'm saying. But I usually, whatever the job was, I usually could bust it out in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like really fucking fast. Because I wouldn't bullshit and I wouldn't just talk. You know what I mean? I just fucking do my job because I want to get it the fuck over with. So, um, I'd get up, and by like 7, I would have all my shit done for the day. Do you see what I'm saying? And I was lucky because like the guys that typically, the lieutenants and sergeants that were like running the dorm, like as long as they looked out and seen you doing like what you're supposed to, they would come and check after you were like, hey, I'm done. And like I did a halfway decent job. I knew what they were looking for, so I would just mainly do that shit and then ignore other shit. So I'd knock my shit out and go right back to bed for like another hour or two. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing too. Like there's a lot of sleep time. You know what I mean? If you're sleeping 10, 12 hours a day, you only got 12 hours left. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to kill 12 hours. But what I was saying, uh, there's a huge difference between jail time and prison time. Because prison time, like I said, there's always shit going on. Jail time, you're fucking sitting. You know, you're waiting to fucking go to court. You're waiting. You know what I mean? Like it just seems to drag. There's not really much to do. You don't get rec time every day. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe we did. I don't think we got rec time every day. It was like every other day or some shit. And the place that I was at, when you went to rec, it was just basically a fucking basketball court, which is fine because I love basketball. And but it was on the roof, and they had a chain, like you were on the roof surrounded by fucking walls, and then there was a fucking like chain link fence over the top, and the walls are like super like even doing that like military thing, like you not gonna get up there. You know what I'm saying? So um that shit was super fucking slow, and I didn't like that shit at all. But you get down state where you fucking um you get access to more shit. Like in Indiana, when people come to visit you, they can bring up to $10 in quarters, and the people that visit you can buy shit out of the vending machines and give it to you. So like when my dad would come see me, I'd be like, you have to bring $10, and you have to fucking spend every fucking quarter. You know what I mean? So because that was the because you can buy pop and shit from commissary if you wanted to, but I didn't usually do that because it was kind of for even though commissary shit is pretty cheap, um, pop was kind of fucking expensive. So I didn't waste my money. I would just wait. And in Indiana, one person can only see you once every 7 days. So like you can, if you have a huge family, that's fine. Like have somebody come. There were some motherfuckers that got visits every fucking day, so they were in the visiting room every day, and you get like an hour or 50 minutes or something like that. So, um, yeah, like there's another thing. Like if you have people visiting you on the regular, now there are some dudes that never fucking saw anybody. You know what I'm saying? No one ever came to see them. They didn't get no mail. You know what I mean? Like I was lucky. My parents would come to see me. Um, yeah, that was really about it. I mean, also the longer that you do, and it's not fucking personal. Like I took it personally because I didn't know any better, but now that I know, when you first go away, if you have a shit ton of people, yeah, they're down. They're coming to visit. They're writing you and shit. After time starts dragging out, you know what I mean? Slowly but surely, all those people, or most of them, will fucking fall off. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's weird because being incarcerated is kind of like dying, but you're not dead. Does that make sense? And if you do get out, it's kind of like being reborn, but not. It's very it's kind of hard to explain. It's one of those things you don't understand until you actually go through it kind of situations. I don't know. Um like I said, I'd be interested in knowing what doing time. I don't want to go do time, but I wouldn't mind talking to somebody that like just got out recently, because I don't know what doing time in the internet age is like. Because I know they get tablets and shit. So, like, if you get, just think about that. Like, how much of your day is occupied with your phone? So, if you have a tablet, I would assume it's the same, almost the same shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're on your fucking tablet when you're not doing something, and that makes time go by really fast. I don't know. We always end up getting here. Yeah. Chaotic, if you're still in chat, you got any other questions? Or does anybody have any other questions? I mean, honestly, for me, for one, no one died while I was away, so I was kind of lucky for that. And for two, I don't know. I was young, and obviously, anything difficult in life is, it's just my opinion. It's way easier to do when you're young than when you're old. You know what I mean? Like, um, I don't know. Like, I couldn't imagine what video games am I playing. I'm still stuck on fucking the first division. When I stream on Mixer, that's what I'm playing. Oh, Tar Heel and Lunar got me playing Red Dead again, Red Dead 2, and I haven't finished the story on that, and I need to, and I want to. Um, so I'm probably gonna pick that back up. Um, as funny as it sounds, there's a prison tycoon game that I heard about that I want to play. Um, that I think I saw went on sale, like for the holidays or whatever. So I might pick that up. That sounds kind of fun. Um, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time finding something other than the first division that I just absolutely love. And I think just need to fucking like try a bunch of shit until I find something. But I do that every once in a while. Like, um, Like fuck, man. I've been playing video games pretty much since video games were a thing. You know what I mean? Like Atari, video game cabinets, whatever you want to. Every so often, I'll just no, it was on Xbox. This Prison Tycoon game that I'm talking about. I think yeah, I was on the Xbox store looking at shit. Hey, what's up, Ham? Yeah, one of the places I was, it was heat and air conditioning, and then one of the places I was at was just heat. So, so in the summertime, when it was like 90, 98 degrees and 100 or not 100% humidity, but like 60% humidity, and it was just hot as fuck. I mean, you could buy a fan. You know what I'm saying? A little kind of like one of these. There's a little doohickey fan. It's my little desk fan, but you could buy like one of these. I don't know if you know this, but when it's 98 fucking degrees, this doesn't really help a lot. Like it'd be so fucking. And think about it, you're in a dorm with like 100 motherfuckers. So, um, do you see what I'm saying? Like it's just hot and miserable, and like people are shitty, and probably more fights, uh, more shit happens during the super hot weather where everybody's just pissed off. Like it's so fucking hot that like you take a shower, you're like, I'm gonna take a cold ass shower. You just put it on cold. You get in, you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And as soon as you step out, like you're almost instantly fucking dry and miserable. Prison Architect seems to be one of the better games. Okay, I'll look into it. It'd be fun. It'd be worth some fucking shits and giggles, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be complete assholes. Just execute all the prisoners. Which I don't condone that. Oh, also we would one of the things that we would do is they did have an ice machine, a giant ass fucking ice machine, right? In the dorms. Um so and you could buy these styrofoam fucking coolers. And so we would fill it like overflowing with ice, right? And then fucking set it. And then I had a fan and my celly had a fan, and we'd put the fucking fans in front of the ice chest or the cooler with the overflowing ice, and would blow it like on us. It felt moderately like air conditioning, not really, but it was a little bit better. The problem with that is in like an hour, all that ice would melt. You'd have to dump out the water, put new fucking ice in. You know what I'm saying? But it was like slightly better. Do you see what I'm saying? Me too, Ham. Did you work today, Ham? I think you said you were working in our Discord. I like doing the like good morning kind of shit that we talk about in Discords in the mornings. I never really know what to do uh, with Discord, to be honest. I just fucking talk in there, and I don't know really what to do with it, to be honest. That was just a random fucking thought. But the problem is like even when they have heat, uh, I mean it's prison. They don't want it to be super comfortable. Like they kind of want you to be uncomfortable. So there was definitely, but see, like on commissary, you can buy like long johns and shit like that, and sweatshirts and shit like that. So if you want to stay warm and you have money, it's absolutely you could do that. You know what I mean? Um, Prison clothes aren't the fucking best. You know what I mean? I was lucky when I got downstate, they were still doing blue jeans, so I was able to fucking hustle and get some blue jeans, but they were switching over to khakis, And khakis fucking sucked in the wintertime, and the coats that they give you fucking suck. But if you got long johns and a fucking sweatshirt and sweatpants, like you're fucking good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Prison definitely, if you have money or can hustle and make money while you're there, I say it all the time. Prison's not that bad if you got money, and it sucks if you don't. So. I mean, what are you guys playing? Is there a game that you guys are playing maybe that I haven't thought about? Or maybe not thought about, but maybe like a less popular game? I'm always open to ideas. I know I've talked about this before, but I'm really into real-time strategy or military strategy or whatever you want to call that. And they're making a Starship Trooper version of that shit next year. But that's next year. I don't know what I'll fucking do. Like, I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna fucking get on Destiny 2. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm so far behind. Feels slightly overwhelming. I don't know. I probably will at some point, but and there's way so much more now to do in that game than there used to be, and I don't know what to do. Prison Architect is on Xbox. All right. I thought I seen it on. I thought I saw it on uh the Xbox store. I wasn't for sure though, because that day I was trying to find Division, the first Division for PC. So I was like looking everywhere for it. I don't know why I ended up on the Xbox Game Store. Oh, because I was looking at the Ultimate Pass. So, which is weird. Like, why are you trying to play a video game from like 5 fucking years ago? Because I have a good time playing it, and I'm not the only one, because I see that game is slowly trying to make a resurgence. I see like in the you're playing Halo Reach on PC. When I get my Ultimate Xbox Game Pass, I'll be getting that. Yeah. No, that's 100%. Yeah, because I want to be able to access the PC games and the Xbox, so I'm going to do the Ultimate. Ultimate. A fucking Halo, Halo 2, well, more Halo 3. Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo Reach. Those were all my fucking jams back in the day. I remember when Reach, is it Reach? Yeah, it was Reach with the DMR. And that gun came out in that game, and I was like, what the fuck? Because trying to get your blooms and your headshots, like, I loved, fuck, what was it? Uh, it's armor lock, right? Where you like crouch down and you're like invincible for a second. I would do that. My buddy would run jetpack. Man, my favorite thing would be to like watch a dude go into armor lock, run up right next to him, go into armor lock right next to him, and as soon as he popped up, I'd pop up and he'd put out that EMP, and then you hit him, punch him, kill him. It used to be my shit. I used to love that game. What time is it? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. Are there any like movies or TV shows you guys are watching? Maybe something that I'm not hip to or something I'm not watching? Like I was talking about earlier, I pretty much am watching most of my shit on my phone now. Um, I do watch some stuff at home. Not. I don't know. It's probably, man, maybe it's like 60-40, 50-50, something like that. 55-45 math. Eh. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. I watched Tag play. I don't know if you know who Tag is. Um, I watched him play Outer Worlds. I watched JD Samurai JD play Outer Worlds. It looks cool. I have a. Sometimes I want to wander off and like story games like that. Like I want to like Red Dead is kind of a perfect example for me. Like I played some of the story, I was like cool, and then I went off and played online, and I never went back to you know what I'm saying? Like story games are great. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I kind of fucking lose interest. So you know what I mean? I don't know. You watch Ex Machina? Oh fuck, dude, that movie. Tell me that movie's not fucking great. If you have not seen that shit, and we could do spoilers because it's more than 6 months old. Holy shit, what a great fucking movie! And like, it only has what like 3 actors, 4 actors in it, something like that. Or I guess it has more, but it's mainly about 3 people. Fuck, that's such a good movie. It's pretty much. I think it's on Netflix. Um, I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it. Or no, I might have seen it on Amazon. Fuck, I can't remember. I'm sorry. Basically, like the premise is, uh, he, this guy creates like a cybernetic, like human kind of thing, and he brings in somebody who can uh, like detect its flaws and shit or something like that. It's been a long time. I saw it when it came out. I haven't watched it. I've only watched it that one time. But man, it's a great fucking movie. Like uh yesterday, I because I was doing laundry yesterday, I started watching. I wasn't actually watching. I don't know if you ever do this where you like put on, instead of like listening to music while you do like a chore, you like put on a movie, or you put on like a TV show or some shit, something you've already seen, but you kind of can like listen and half-ass pay attention. So I was like folding laundry and putting my shit up. I turned on What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I don't know if you're hip to that movie. It's like from like the early fucking 90s. Um, the Outer World has side quests, but not enough. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's on the Game Pass, right? Because that's one of the games that I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to buy it. I can just play it off Game Pass. I'll probably try it out then. That's like, um, I said Red Dead, but that's like Grand Theft Auto. Like, there's just too much to do. I fucking wander off. I never finish all the main missions. I just do whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that. If it's like smaller, or like it keeps you in line with what you're supposed to be doing, that's actually better for somebody like me, because I'll just wander off and do all the shit that I'm probably not supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's on the Game Pass. Okay, cool. Then yeah, like I said, I can't, for whatever reason, my stupid ass locked myself out of my fucking account, so I can't do the Game Pass for like another week. I don't know why it takes so long, but which I guess is good. That means somebody can't get on my shit and spend a bunch of money or whatever. Technology. Have you guys got all your Christmas shit done yet? I feel like that's like the go-to fucking thing for people. You know what I mean? Like people at work ask you that. Got all your Christmas shit done? The good thing is I have a small fucking family, so there's not really that many people that I have to excuse me, that I have to do shit for, which is fucking fine with me. I don't even really like. I like the giving stuff for Christmas. I hate fucking getting stuff. I don't know. I've never been good at receiving gifts and shit. Outer world sort of prevents you from wandering off. Oh well, then that's the kind of game I need. When it's too open world, I don't fucking stay on task. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I keep going back to Red Dead, but dude, I would just sign into Red Dead and kill NPCs for an hour for no reason. Not like I'm any really farming anything. Just because I want to kill NPC. Like you sadistic fuck. Yeah, like I know, it sounds bad. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is most of my shit's gonna come from Amazon, and you can be like, oh, you should go and actually buy. Well, fuck that. I'd rather just have it shipped either to them or you know what I mean, ship it here. And then I also don't. If you're under like 10 years old, I'll wrap your gift. But if you're like, I don't wrap gifts. Like, and I know that sounds shitty. You know what I'm saying? I will just straight hand you the Amazon box. There you go. Merry Christmas. For one, if you're an adult, why the fuck are you wrapping gifts? You know what I mean? Like, maybe 13. Maybe if you're under 13, I'll wrap your gift. But or if you're like one, which I have somebody yeah, I mean, how much time in GTA do you just drive around and kill people and blow shit up for no reason? That's pretty much what I do in Red Dead. I just although I like the other day when I was playing with Lunar and I don't think Tar Heel had gotten into the game yet, but the poker, which I want to that reminds me, I need to write this down. I want to try and figure out how to do um like just stupid little like poker tournaments or poker nights in Red Dead. I think that would be fucking a lot of fun. And it would be for like bullshit stuff, not like any like, oh, Biggie's doing $1 million fucking Red Dead tourney. No, I don't mean no crazy shit like that. I mean, I don't and there doesn't even have to be a prize. Like being the winner could be the fucking prize. Oh, he did make it. Yeah, that's right. But it is fun. Like it was just me and Lunar playing, but and I just want to let everybody know that I took all of Lunar's money because I'm a beast at poker. I'm not a beast at poker. I was just lucky. Um, so I want to. I think that would be fun to have like a poker, and it doesn't have to be like every week. Maybe like once a month or the problem is getting like people to get all their schedules to line. You know what I mean? Because we're all. The great thing about streaming is you meet people from all over the world. The bad thing about streaming is everybody around the world is on different fucking schedules. You know what I mean? When some people are like going to bed, some of us are like it's noon for us. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to organize any kind of thing like that. So there you go. The prize is knowing you beat a couple knuckleheads at online poker. Yeah, that's yeah. What's that chick? Oh, bragging. You have won bragging rights over people that don't give a shit. And that's fine. I don't know. It would just be a fun thing for us to do. Um, but I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream a little bit about taking uh, not that I don't take this stream seriously, but I know I've missed a couple days and um, not or taking the streams on Mixer a little more serious. But like I said, like once I set a schedule and if I miss days, it makes me feel like shit. So, and then it's like a self fulfilling like feel like shit all the time kind of thing, and I don't want to do that again. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Um I don't know. I don't I don't pretend to have all the answers because nobody does, but I know, like I was talking about earlier, I know I have to be consistent with whatever it is I do. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, Booski. Say hello. Hi. She said hi. Um, you probably heard her. I don't know why I repeated that. Um, but yeah, like I want to get more video game streams in and make sure that I'm consistent with this kind of stream. Like the prison. There's just not enough time in the day. No, I'm sure, like what I was saying earlier, I have 2 weeks vacation coming up in so I have to do the rest of this week. I wish I had a calendar in front of me. So I have the rest of this week, and then I have to work next week, and then I'm off for 2 weeks. So I'm off, like, hold on. My phone doesn't die. I can look up on the calendar real quick. Okay, so yeah, so today's the 9th. I have all the way so I have to work the rest of this week and then next week. So basically I have from the 20th of December off until the 6th of January. Jesus, that feels like a really long time. Well, I'm not complaining. Don't tell my boss I was complaining. How many days is that? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16 days? Fuck! I'm gonna be off 16 motherfucking days. You better get used to my ass.
I must.
I know, right?
I'll probably do.
Okay. I love you. She has to work. I love you too. That was the most like giving me the finger with your eyes. I don't know why the camera's all fucked up like that. Okay, there it goes. I don't know if she's standing there because I can't see. Um, so yeah, I got fucking 16 days off. Sweet. Man, that's gonna be a lot of like not doing shit. I probably will do shit. Then some of that I'll have to like, because I know I'm going to my parents on Christmas Eve. And then the good thing is I don't have little kids. You know what I mean? My kids are pretty much grown, so there ain't no like getting up at 7 a.m. on fucking or 6 a.m. on Christmas. Even when my kids were little, they had to fucking wait till 7. You know what I mean? I don't care if you wake up at 5. That's fine. You're gonna chill in your room until 7. When your little SpongeBob alarm clock says 7, you can come and get me. But one doesn't even live here anymore, so easy's peasies. And yes, a lot of nonsense. Like I was talking about that earlier, though. Like I don't want to. Like I know me, I'm like, oh, I should do it. Let's just stream and like, and then that'll get people for those 16 days. They're like, people are like, damn, he is like streaming and he's like killing it and shit. Look at him. And then like when I go back to work, they'll be like, what the fuck? Where is this dude? Like he was streaming every fucking day for like hours and shit. And now this motherfucker doesn't even stream every other day. You see what I'm saying? Easy peasy, Waluigi. Waleed. I hate that word. Waluigi. Well, long story short, there'll be probably some extra streams in those 2 weeks or 16 days. Yo, JD. Everybody should go and click on JD's name that's in chat. and go. I guess it's not following on YouTube; it's subscribe on YouTube. You should go subscribe to him. He's doing some cool shit. I was talking about you earlier, JD, switching over to Mixer or trying Mixer, I should say. Um, and if you're on Mixer, he's Samurai underscore JD on there. Um, I could probably find the link for him, but he's doing a cool thing. Like I mean, not to talk shit, and even he will say like, there's a shit ton of people doing excuse me, doing like streaming advice type content or uh, whatever that shit is called. Um, I was not talking shit about JD earlier, and if I was, I meant it in a very fun, loving way. Try and mix on Wednesday. Good shit. We'll have to get into the next time we do like the conversation shit. We'll have to get into like why you decided to try, like how it went, shit like that. So prepare yourself. Um, but he's starting to do videos on like just like helpful things on like if you're starting to stream. And yeah, like there's a shit ton of people doing that. A couple of things that he did in his last video I thought was pretty cool. Like just he was talking about some shit I haven't seen anybody else like really touch on. You know what I'm saying? Just like from his perspective. Oh, so you're just like, so how long are you gonna like how many streams are you gonna do on Mixer before you feel like you can make a video about the difference? Because I feel like I mean, you've been on Twitch for what, 2 years? So I don't think you can do, like, this is me personally, you can do whatever you want, but I don't know if you can just do like one or two Mixer streams and then feel like um it's like equivalent or the same or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you'd probably have to do at least a month, a week or two. Okay. I disagree with you, but hey, that's fine. Who am I? I don't know shit. Oh, by the time it's all fucking said and done, I'll probably will have streamed on like 9 different fucking platforms. There's not even 9 platforms around. Oh, it's all good, chaotic. But there's a decent amount of like people that I know um that have switched or switched back and forth or whatever. I think it's a good time. I think you should just fucking do what feels right. You know what I mean? And even if you don't know what to do, fucking try it. I like JD's idea. Like, just fucking try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's just an experiment. Oh, okay. So it's not, I guess I need clarification. So, what's the experiment? To just like get your impressions on it? Or I thought it was like, hey, I want to try it out, which I guess is is an experiment. Hmm. I know for me, even though we've talked about this a lot, for me, I just felt like I needed to do something different. I didn't feel like I was in the right place. If that even makes sense. I mean, that's honestly why we're doing these kind of streams here on YouTube and not on Twitch or Mixer. And who knows? And I have a weird, uh, I don't know. I feel like next year is going to be very fucking interesting in the whole like streaming space as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I I see shit and the way that I interpret it and like the way my brain works. I don't know. I just think 2020 will be interesting. You could okay, so you're open to the idea of it being better for you personally or for better for the stream or whatever, and that you're okay switching. So you're open to the idea. I like it. Like that's really all that it is. Like that's one of the things I never fucking oh, and the other day, so just on a side note, um right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely yeah, I feel like Twitch Mixer, Facebook is where you want to stream video games, like 100%. Um, shit, I forgot my what my original point there was going to be. Um, oh, open to the idea, or open to anybody's like. There are people that I watch that are now on Mixer. There are people that I watch that are still on Twitch, and that's fucking fine. Uh, I don't give a shit. I have their apps that you fucking download that are free, so it doesn't matter to me. Um, I don't quite understand this. Like, I fucking refuse to download one or the other app. Like, I don't. If somebody you really like switches, like, I personally don't understand that. If somebody, if anybody has a valid reason, like, I'd love to see it in the comments or in chat or whatever. Um, I feel like okay, let's just say for some reason, um, like when they made Scrubs, you know what I'm saying? And then Scrubs ends on NBC at season 7, but ABC picks it up for season 8, even though it's like not as good. Um, I still fucking watched it on ABC, even though it didn't last the full all the episodes for season 8 or whatever. I still fucking watched it because I didn't give a shit because they were still fucking making Scrubs. Does that make sense? Maybe not. Um, I feel like that's the perfect analogy. Uh, but oh, on Saturday I was doing a stream and I was doing it on Mixer and I looked and nobody I knew was streaming on Mixer. One of my main like beefs, my main gripes about Mixer, you cannot live host unless you're a partner, and I think that's fucking stupid. I don't know why they have it set up like that. I wish I could find the reason. So you can't like end your stream and host another person's stream unless you're a partner. Now, the way that you get around it is you end your stream, you wait a few seconds, and then you go host the other stream. And if all the people are still in your chat, they will obviously go over. But that seems stupid to me. But on Saturday, I look, there's nobody I know on Mixer. I'm like, fuck it. I would love for like OBS or somebody or Stream Elements or whatever streaming software motherfuckers use for them to be able to make raids go cross platform. Does that make sense? So like if I'm streaming on Mixer, right? Uh but my buddy's on Twitch. Let's say JD is on Twitch. I'm like, fuck, we should host him or raid him. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's probably not technically possible. Maybe it's just not possible. That's why they don't do it. I don't know. That would be a dope ass option. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, why the fuck would you want to host somebody on a totally different platform? Because for me personally, I could give a fuck about the platform. All I give a fuck about is the people. You know what I'm saying? The other streamers and the viewers. You see what I'm saying? And like, if I want you as the viewer, if I want to introduce you to another dope motherfucker that's doing dope shit with their stream, I don't care what platform they're on. I just don't. I don't give a shit. If they're on like, if there's a, I don't know. Uh, I would like you to, so what I did is, um, on Saturday, Stu was streaming on some people may know Stu, maybe don't. He was streaming on Twitch. He was the only person that I had live on both platforms. I was like, fuck it, let's fucking just go to his channel. So I just fucking spammed the shit out of his link, and I said, hey, when I end the stream, go over there. Um, well, I mean, obviously the platform cares because they want to keep their viewers on their platform. But let me tell you a fucking secret that you may or may not know as the streamer. The platform, no matter what, Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, um, fucking YouTube, uh, fucking D Live, they don't give a fuck about you. They are a business. They are here to make fucking money. They don't give a shit. So that's a two-way street. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's the problem, chaotic. Like I know I get it. Like I'm probably the only person that thinks the way I can't be the only person, but I'm probably like 0.0001%. You know what I'm saying? Like and I know what you're thinking. You're like, "Oh, well fuck, just go make more find more dope people on whatever platform you're on." Yeah, I mean, I try. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. When I find dope people, I try and like stick with them and shit. And if they switch platforms, like if they were on Mixer and they switched to Twitch, I still think they're dope. I still think what they do is dope. So, um, I don't know. I know this shit probably sounds like really, really fucking stupid. Um, I look at it like this, okay? Um, so like the NFL, right? Um, I understand that. I 100% understand that, JD. Like I have no um like I'm definitely not like clueless to what they want. They want to make money, they want to keep viewers and shit like that. So this is kind of how I look at it. Like the NFL, right? All the owners, like the franchise, they're like the corporate. They're like the Twitch, they're like the Mixer, they're like the Facebook gaming, the YouTube gaming, D Live, right? Then there's all the players, which are all the streamers, right? We are like independent contractors. We are like the players. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit's not good here? Well, fuck you. I'll go play in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you see what I'm saying? And the players are unionized, so they all look out for each other. Or I mean, kinda. Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? So like, oh, like Gathalion and Ninja and Shroud and like other people, or they get these huge contracts to switch or whatever. Like it's the same shit as like an NFL player. You know what I mean? Oh, you can't be mad because somebody wanted to give them $100 million in over 4 years. And do you see what I'm saying? So I look at it um, like as the streamers, we're kind of not like we're all in it together, but we kind of are. Um, and I'm not saying, well, for one, they would never. Yo, Lunar, thanks for hanging out, man. I super appreciate, man. Be careful going home. Have a good day tomorrow. All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, everybody, make sure to please like, share, and subscribe. I always forget that shit with YouTube. Yeah, you too, man. You too. I know. I know what I'm saying is probably like stupid as fuck, but it's just how I look at it. So I personally would love a fucking like cross raid, cross host thing, but I probably never see that. I mean, the kind of money that they're talking about, those dudes making, the kind of advantages that it gives you, financial security in the streaming world is huge. Oh, then you should do that. That's a really good idea, honestly. I mean, there are people that kind of do that, chaotic. There's the people that like do stream coaching and shit. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about like an honest review? Like, hey, this is what I think that. I'm more curious about that idea. Because like everybody, because sometimes like you're blind to your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes an outsider to go, hey, maybe you don't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. People are doing stream coaching, which I think is kind of no, because you said stream review. Um, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I would fucking love that personally. Uh, but I don't know if the majority of people could handle brutal honesty. Um, yo, JD, thanks for coming by, man. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure if you're not subbed to JD that you click on his name in chat and go sub to that dude. He's doing stuffs on the YouTubes. He's also going to be on Mixer. He's fucking everywhere. He's Samurai JD everywhere. Go follow that dude. Sub to him, follow him. Um, but I don't know if people could handle brutal honesty um reviews of their stream because and this I know because for my own personal shit, and I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. Uh it's hard to not take it personally because for one, you're like putting yourself out there to the world and for most of the when somebody comes in the stream or whatever and they're like, oh, you're a fat piece of shit, how many fucking kids you molest, you fucking piece of shit, that's pretty easy to fucking shake off. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day you're like, oh, fuck you, dude, eat shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's but to get like a brutal honest review, you know what I mean, I just don't know. And I'm sure there's ways of being um oh, so you're talking about doing it from the viewer's perspective in the fact of um like putting out like not like a newsletter but like putting out something that's like, hey, these are all the streamers that I've watched. These are what these streamers do. This is what this one does. If you're looking for this type of stream, it's this one. Is that what you're talking about? Because actually, I've never seen anybody fucking do that. And that's a genius fucking idea. And you should fucking run with that and do that. Um, you could do like a fucking sub thing for Patreon or something, you know what I mean, to compensate you for your time, and then that would or something, or I don't know. I suck at the monetizing part. Like I don't fucking know. But that's a fucking good idea. I like it. Cause the problem is most people like when they log into like Twitch, like whatever the fucking platform is or whatever the directory is, they just go to the first fucking person. Whoever's at the top. Oh, this one says Ass Liquor 420 has 1,200 people watching. Oh, watch this motherfucker. And that might be their only time on that. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people will be like, oh, this stream's not for me. I click out of this one. I click on this one. Oh, that's not for me. But I feel like sometimes people fucking click on one and they're like, oh, what the fuck is, I don't want this shit. Get me the fuck out of here. Uninstall app. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yo, chaotic. If like I can't really help you because you're way smarter at all that shit than I am. But if I could help you in any way with that, let me know because I think that's a great fucking idea. And then honestly, you could probably like branch out to like YouTube and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, you're only one person, but maybe if your shit blew up, you could hire people, or like I don't know, but I think it's a great idea because I personally, um, I I spend a decent amount of my day, my work day, on my phone, watching streams, um, both on Twitch and Mixer, and um, I mean, like I have my core group of people, but sometimes they're not streaming, so I go and I look for other people. Um, I haven't found anybody in probably in the last 3 months. Let me think. I don't want to say that and then me have forgotten somebody. Maybe in the last month, I haven't found anybody that I'm like, I need this part of my regular rotation. Does that make sense? So I would love for somebody to kind of take the legwork out and be like, oh, if you want this type of game, you want this kind of stream, these are the people that you need to go fucking check out. That would be dope. Especially, um, um, especially like if you like gave people links and like, oh, just click on this link. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you'd be building it from the ground up. So, how long would it take to build something like that? I have no fucking clue, but it's a good idea. And believe it or not, you're probably not the only motherfucker with that idea. I just haven't heard of it before. You know what I'm saying? I always think I have a fucking great idea about something, and then I fucking look and I'm like, oh shit, somebody's already been doing it for a year. Fuck. Fuck. So, but I mean, if you look at it like, what was that old, there was like, um, that fucking guy, he started, what was that shit called? MrSkin.com or whatever. And basically all he did was went and watched movies and found where the nudity was and then like put it on the website of like, oh, if you want to see somebody naked, this is the part you skip to. And he did that shit for fun because he thought it was fun, and he ended up building it into a fucking business. Do you see what I'm saying? Like maybe you don't charge in the beginning. I don't know, or you charge very little. I don't, dude. I don't know. You're smart. You'll have to figure that shit out for yourself. I'm sorry, but I think it's a good idea. 100%. Shit, I could even, yeah, because I mean, in the beginning, you could just ask for recommendations. Yeah, but see, that's where you have an advantage because you're like smart and technical smart. You know what I mean? And dude, that's another thing. Like, you know, you're on to something if you do something and then you see a bunch of other people start doing it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you start doing that and then you notice other people start doing it, you're like, oh fuck, I'm on to something. You know what I mean? There's been a few times in my life, and especially in the streaming thing, where I started doing something and then I noticed other people doing it, and I'm like, oh fuck, I must be on to something. You know what I mean? Because what's that? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery or some shit like that. I don't know. But it's only happened to me a couple times. But, and you could do it like per platform or whatever, because some people are just super loyal and they refuse to switch. I don't know. Super good idea, though. I like it, man. I like it. Don't nobody take Chaotic's idea. Honestly, like if you could figure out like a group of people to kind of like help you, no, you'd want to start it yourself. Scratch. Don't listen to me. Scratch that. You'd want to start it yourself and then build it to where you need people. Don't start with a group of people. That's the hardest shit. I've tried starting a couple things with a group of people, and it's yeah, people have their own idea. Like this makes me sound like a dick. People have their own ideas and shit, and they just want to fucking do. And you're just like, no, this was my idea that I want to do this, and I don't want to do. Why would we put chairs on the table? That's stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I'm telling you, I've never heard of anybody doing that. So it's one of those things. Like, if you're gonna commit to it, you gotta fucking probably commit to doing it for no money or next to no money, and build it. Like, it'd just take time. You see what I'm saying? Like, um, but I really feel like you could probably do like a Patreon, even if it was like $1 a month, right? Which isn't, I know it's not a lot of money, but you got to build from nothing. You know what I mean? $1 a month for a list of fucking streamers. You know what I mean? Yeah, but no, 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 no. Yeah, you're right. It'd have to grow organically, but believe it or not, once motherfuckers found out what you were doing, and especially the streamers that found out that they made the list, fuck. That's all you need. That's all you need. Because somebody that has, I mean, like even when you find the streamers that have like less than 10 viewers or whatever, like if they're just good or they're doing something super unique or whatever the reason that you recommend them, how stoked are they going to be, uh especially if you reach out to them and you say, hey, I know you don't know me, but I'm Johnny Pants 69 in your chat. And they'll be like, oh yeah, we've been talking the last month. And you're going to say, yeah, um I just wanted to let you know I've been watching your channel the last month, and I'm putting you on my recommended list to all my Patreons because I run a channel review thing. Um, I can't promise that it'll bump and you are gonna have like 100 viewers all the time now, but I just wanted to let you know that I've really enjoyed your streams, and you're gonna make my review. And thanks for all the entertainment over the last month. And sorry, you know, you're probably not gonna see me a lot, like all the time, you know, like it's been for the last month. But um, thanks, and I super appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if a motherfucker sent me some shit like that, for one, I'd run downstairs and have Jax read it. You know what I mean? And then I would be like, holy fucking shit. The next time I streamed, I'd be like, hey, listen, so there's this dude who does a fucking stream review of like a shit ton of streams, and I made the fucking list, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it, I don't. I'm not saying it would blow up overnight, but because obviously, I don't know why camera auto adjusts like that. Um, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's like a few of those. The streamer says, "Hey, I made this fucking list." They share your link, all their people go and check it out. Because I look at everything by the 1% rule, right? Or at least for myself, because I know I'm kind of weird. I say weird shit. I think weird thoughts. I don't, so I know people don't naturally vibe with me on, so out of 100 people, one people will probably vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, which is fine. So out of every 100 people, somebody will follow, somebody will sub or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of life is like that. So out of 100 people, one person will like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So once you start doing your shit and they're telling more people, you're like finding 100 people so you can find the one person that vibes with what you're doing will get easier, and then like momentum. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I probably just overly complicated that, which I didn't mean to. And, there's a shit ton of streams that are like 30 viewers, 50 viewers, 100 viewers. You know what I mean? Which some people would say is a large stream. I don't know. Um, there's like a lot of streams that I feel like have less than 500 concurrent viewers every day that would love to make any kind of list like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you really don't need to do reviews of like Tim the Tat Man or Lupo or Doc or, you know what I mean? Honestly, I would tell you probably start looking at everybody under 100 concurrent viewers. You know what I mean? Especially, you know how many times I go and I find somebody that's got like three, one, and that's probably a bot, like Nightbot or some shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, this motherfucker is like actually really fucking good, either good at the game or good at streaming or both. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a good idea, dude. I like it. Hopefully you do something with it. And if you don't want to, I might steal it. No, I'm not smart enough. I'm not smart enough to steal it. We'll have to talk off stream sometime. Please put me on your list. Please. Yeah, I don't think there would be any reason. Any stream that's getting more than 500 concurrent viewers every day probably doesn't really need any. Now, if you asked, yeah, if you ask somebody that's like been at 500 and like they feel like they're stuck, I'm sure they would take whatever they could get. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit. If you started, dude, like, I mean, obviously, if you were doing like a $25 a month Patreon, fuck, I'd probably pass on that. But if it was like $1 or $5 a month to be on a list, I would fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like maybe prices would go up as it got bigger or whatever. I don't know. I, you know what? Like straight up, this is my advice. Anytime somebody tells me that like they want to do a thing, fucking just do it. Start it. Don't plan it out. I mean, if you feel like you have to like have it 100% planned out, fine. Uh, but if you just have your idea and you're like, hey, it's an evolving idea. Every fucking thing I do is a fucking evolving idea. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking start your fucking thing and fucking figure it out as you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, as great an idea as this is, you might start it and be like, oh, we should, like, as you start doing it, you're like, oh no, I fucking need to, you know what I mean? $1 a month, dude, I guarantee you, like, obviously, uh, I don't know how, like, 100 people at $1 a month is not, like, obviously, that's only $100 a month. But, but, you already watch streams. Obviously, you're in one right now, right? I know you watch other streams, right? I would love it that this was the only stream that you watched, but I'm not naive. You know what I'm saying? So, $100 a month to be on platforms that you're already on, looking for other streamers, which you would probably do anyway. You see what I'm saying? $100 a month if you got 100 people to subscribe or whatever. You know what I mean? And that would probably fluctuate because some people would do it for a month. Fine. That's the other thing. You have to be okay with the idea that somebody subscribes for a month. They find your your list, they go through, they find a streamer they love, and then they never subscribe anymore because they have like the one they, you know what I mean? Like, um, so you have to be okay with that. There might be a high turnover rate, but um, maybe not. I don't fucking know. Maybe at $1 a month, people want a new updated list so they can. Because honestly, everybody, I feel like everybody's looking for somebody new or something new. You know what I mean? It's probably part of human nature. I'm looking for new shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At $1 a month, and like the list would grow probably. You'd make, if you could get 100 people, you'd make $100 a month to do what you already do. But then you would just have to type it up and put links in it. So really the time that you would need, so you got to figure out what is the time that it would take to type it all up, put in links, put in descriptions, um, and how much you feel like that you need to make to do that. Does that make sense? Because I don't give a fuck. Everybody's time is worth something. You know what I'm saying? Um, People are like, oh, this is bullshit. Well, then don't fucking pay for the shit because the people did work involved in doing that and they should fucking get paid for it. Artists, musicians, like actors, fucking, you know what I mean? Like streamers, um, baby fucking sitters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do shit, you should get paid for it. Um, Unless it's just for fun and for hobbies. But who babysits for fun? Um, I don't know. It's a really good idea. Even if you made it $2, $2, fuck, two. No, dude. I'm sure I spent $2 on something today that I don't even remember that I fucking did it on. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that are like that. Good fucking idea though. I like it. What time is it? Fuck, it's already 8 o'clock. Okay. I'm sorry. Damn, we almost got 3 hours in today. Good shit, everybody. We started talking about Golden Globes. What else did we talk about today? Oh, we talked about prison for a little bit. Talk about Chaotic's great fucking idea. Um, yeah, no. Maybe $2, but it would be low enough. Yeah, exactly. So you'd make a little bit of money, kind of doing what you already are doing. And I mean, yeah, obviously, if it grew into like a multi-million-dollar fucking company, you got an employee, like, I mean, cool, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not the goal, but if you can make enough money, let's say you fucking do that and you make enough money to buy like new video games when they come out, or maybe you save that money and once a year you can go on vacation for shit you're already doing. You're getting paid for what you're doing for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fucking dream. That's what everybody. That's. I mean, that's what everybody's wanting to do anyway. Like streamers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be having this fucking conversation with people somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already doing it. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think if you need anything from me or need my help in any way, fucking just reach out. Hit me up on Discord or Twitter. I don't care. But I think you've already got it all fucking figured out. So, man, that's what I like about streaming. You never know where the fucking conversation goes, and like some good shit always, not always. Sometimes it's horrible shit, but sometimes good shit comes out of it, and I like it. Um, But yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's a little after 8 for me, so I'm gonna have to call it. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I super appreciate you guys. If you can, please make sure to like, share, subscribe if you aren't already. If you have already liked, shared, and subscribed, and you want to go a little further, maybe drop a comment about some of the shit that's in the video, or I don't know. Follow on Twitter. In the description will be a Twitter link and a Discord link. Join our Discord. We talk about all kinds of shit in there. Movies, video games, life. Trying to think. You can follow on Twitter if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't have Twitter, that's fine too. And if you want to go even further, maybe tell somebody about the stream. That would be dope. But you know, it's all up to you on what you want to do. And if you want to go even further, I know what you're thinking. Jesus, this how fucking far are you expecting us to go? My last one was to eat pizza. Have a great rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm gonna try my best to do a mixer stream tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe I'll talk to Tar Heel. Maybe we'll be able to play some games. I don't know. If not, I'll do my best to make sure that there's a mixer stream tomorrow. If not, we'll be back with the YouTube stream on Wednesday. I don't have a topic for that one. It'll be between now and then, and we'll figure that out. So I really appreciate everybody hanging out. And if you're watching this later, you are super human for making it this long, because this video is almost 3 fucking hours long. So anyway, have a great rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I will see you guys real soon. Later, everybody. Later. Yes, I would like to end this.